Hey Exurgents, and welcome back to Minecraft Dungeons. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night, depending on when you are watching this. Alright, before we get into anything, I would truly appreciate it if you would leave a like on today's video. It helps out the channel and lets me know that you like this type of content. And if you guys are new around here, there is a subscribe button that you can hit, and also hit the bell button as well, so you guys get notified every single day. And then if you guys are those overachievers, there is a link down below in the description. It's also in my banner in my about section. It takes you to my social media, so make sure that you check that out. But forever ado, let's not waste any more time. Get comfortable, and let's get into this episode. Okay, guys, so we are officially on our last Ender Eye. So we're going to go straight into it, and then the next episode we will be able to go into the end. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's not waste any more time. I'm going to click on normal difficulty again, in and out, like how we've been doing with the rest of the episodes. Let's skip that. We already know what that's all about. Okay. Let's see how long this is going to take for us to find the secret room. And let's try to not get killed, because I've noticed once we got further and started doing the Ender Eyes, the later on in the story, on the stages that we started doing, like we started progressing up the storyline, if that makes any sense. It started getting harder, the difficulty. I've noticed that, and we can't go a little bit. We can't go lower. I'm pretty sure that's a normal, just normal how the stages are in general. It's been a while since I went through the storyline just to go through the main storyline from like level 1. I would say when we started this character. Okay, let's heal up real quick. Get around that wall. There we go. Now let's get this guy, this wizard, who's not boosting these other villagers. Okay, let's get away from you guys. I don't really want to deal with you guys up close. Okay, we leveled up. We should be getting really close to, I think it's like level, I don't know what you would call it in the seasons, but it's like level 9 or something like that. Pretty sure. But we're really close on to the next stage. It's been a while since I've actually played Minecraft Dungeons, and I've been like, when I was playing on my main character, off cam, and I was trying to get a little bit further the season pass and try to get closer to the glow squid. Pretty much what I was doing was playing xCloud a lot, so that was pretty interesting. It's actually getting a lot better. When xCloud first came out, I was trying it on my phone with Minecraft Dungeons, and it was like extremely buggy where you couldn't play at all. But now, not too long ago, I started playing on xCloud, and it's actually pretty smooth when I'm playing Minecraft Dungeons, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to end up getting one of those well, they're not really docks, but they're like controller attachments for it. It doesn't like clip to your it doesn't clip the phone to your Xbox controller. It's like this thing that goes around your phone. It has like the Xbox buttons and stuff like that. And it's like when you put that onto your phone, it will look like a Vita in a way. or yeah, a Vita or a Switch, which is really cool. Obviously, I would only use that when I'm out and about and I'm not near my Xbox. I do like the the streaming and stuff like that, but I kind of don't want it, which eventually most likely will become a like the base thing, which I don't really, I kind of don't really want it to be the base thing, because eventually that means, honestly, yeah, I like technology. I'm a tech kind of guy, um, but I've gotten so close with having an Xbox, well, having a console in general, and not just Xbox, but a console in general. I I really like having that. So I fear that eventually those will not be a thing anymore, and it will just be all streaming, which streaming has its pros and cons. Like, I like streaming because how convenient it is, but it seems like it doesn't have everything. Let's say, okay, for movies, for example, like Netflix or Hulu or stuff like that, when you go on there and it has like its exclusives, or it has certain things that the other platform doesn't, but it doesn't have everything. Um, and like movies end up getting like old, and um, you can't stream them because they're not part of those things anymore. And obviously they were in DVD form, Blu-ray, etc., and it's not on streaming, so it's gonna like pretty much those movies aren't gonna be a thing anymore, and they're just gonna be like lost in history, if that makes any sense. So it's like, I don't know. I like technology. I do. I want us to advance in technology. But I do want to keep all my stuff, if that makes any sense. Because what I've learned about myself is that I've gotten pretty much okay, so pretty much what I've learned about myself over the years is pretty much I get attached to items when especially when I buy it myself. And I always want those things to last forever, and I try to figure out ways to make them last forever. Let's say a poster, okay? I would like, instead of like your normal average person probably would put that poster and just put it up on the wall, put nails through the poster up on the wall, and it pretty much puts holes through the poster. Me, I'm not like that. I would want to put it in a picture frame, no matter what it is, no matter what type of poster it is. I would want to put it in a picture frame, so then it like lasts forever, and well, as long as possible, and it doesn't have holes in it. That's for everything. Like, I like to keep things perfect, and I want to be able to make them last forever. So it's like, I don't know, having your movies or your games and then streaming, I feel like eventually some things will be lost. And it kind of sucks because, like, you can't go back in time with, like, gaming and stuff like that, or movies, and be able to watch those things. But I do give Xbox props for being a little bit different than everyone else. How they're like pretty much bringing, well, they brought back. They're not doing it anymore. Like, they got to a point where they like pretty much that's all they like. They got to a point where that's all they would be able to do. I guess I'm not exactly for sure, but pretty much they pretty much brought like 360 and original Xbox games over to the newer systems, so you can be able to play those older games. And there's a lot of older games I end up recently getting not too long ago that I played back in the day when I was really little with me and my brother. We used to play like games like Lego Indiana Jones, and I've never beat those type of games, so I ended up recently getting the first one and the second one, and eventually, once I'm done beating my hard copies, I'm going to eventually make my way to my digital, and then I'll be able to play those old games that I used to play back in the day that I never 100%. And I want to be able to 100% those games. And getting off topic for a second, I guess there's a bug in this game where you set down the totem, the healing totem, it pretty much just like stays on your head. For some reason, it's supposed to drop on the floor and stay in that area, but sometimes like it seems like when I have TNT on my head and then I use the totem, that time I didn't do it, but like sometimes it just is attached to my head for some reason. But anyways, back to topic. But yeah, I pretty much fear that even though I like technology, I want things to progress, and it's just I don't know. I feel like obviously things are becoming the metaverse or whatever they want to call it. I feel like with that is like options and stuff like that. Like you can pull out, like go to the consoles, play it through that. You can pull out your phone, play it through that, play it through your phone, through your TV, etc. Like there's not one spot that you can play play games. So hopefully it actually stays like that. Obviously, that's where Xbox is heading right now, is trying to get where they're playing on everything. So hopefully, maybe that's where the future is, and then it just broadens out like that instead of like narrow, like going in to like only phones and like TVs and stuff like that. Having the platforms like a computer and a console, I really think that those things should stay, and also like maybe like obviously get better and more advanced and up the technology and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's the old. I wouldn't say the old, but the generation in me or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just because that I grew up with a console. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? But like, that's coming from a guy that likes like VR and stuff like that. I like VR. I like that type of tech. I like. Honestly, it would be kind of cool to have like VR and like contacts or something like that instead of those bulky things that sit on your head. I don't know, like stuff like that. I'm into. So coming from a person that likes that type of stuff but still wants to be able to keep their consoles, that should say something. And I know that I never really talk about this type of stuff. I don't know why. I think I should start talking more about things like this, about like gaming and tech, and just give you guys my thoughts on things. Like just narrowing in my like what I talk is kind of gives me where I don't really have anything to talk about. So if I kind of like broaden my my conversations with you guys, then it keep me like going on like knowing like having ideas of what to talk about pretty much. So I'm
I'm going to try to broaden out the things that I'm talking about because it's going to keep my videos interesting. So pretty much I am going to start talking about more about like technology and gaming as a whole. Even though this is obviously a Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons channel, I'm going to still be like talking about other games and stuff like that. It's like it's gonna give me something to talk about because like narrowing it down, it's not going not a good thing at all. And yes, like you could talk a whole lot about Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons, but obviously there's to a point where you can only talk about so much. Um, Obviously these are going to be only the games I'm going to be playing on the channel, unless like Mojang comes out with another game or something like that. But I just think having different topics that we discuss, I think that's would really improve the channel and keep you guys motivated. Keep you guys pretty much into my videos. Keep you guys motivated. Yeah, you guys are gonna be motivated if I'm talking about gaming. Definitely. I do not know how much longer this is to be able to find this. I feel like we should be getting pretty close. I mean I don't know. Before we go through over there, let's go check this other area real quick. Because I remember that place, I think, or like the idea of it, because obviously it kind of like moves around a little bit, the maps. Actually, I don't think I've seen this place before. The amount of time I've been on this map, I'm pretty sure this is going to lead to it. That's what I've noticed, is like places like that is kind of different that I've never noticed before. Obviously, that's going to be the new area for these Ender Eyes. But yeah, anyways, yeah, recently I've been playing Minecraft Dungeons on xCloud, and I'm really enjoying it. It just sometimes you just don't have enough time. Like usually when you're out and about and you're doing something, and it's just like I don't know how you figure out time to just pull out your phone and play a game. And I've heard not all games are smooth as like Minecraft Dungeons, games like that. That's on xCloud. So I think it still has a lot of work to do. But I really do appreciate where Xbox is heading. But they're obviously, yeah, clearly I'm an Xbox fan. I like Xbox a lot. But there is still some flaws that I don't really agree with, or things that they're not doing that I believe that they should be doing. I know that obviously they're making a lot of purchases of games and stuff like that, getting exclusives, trying to up their Game Pass and stuff like that. But like pretty much, I think they should like start working on a VR. Like I really like VR, and I was at one time I did get a PlayStation 4 for the VR, but I never really played it because obviously I don't really play PlayStation anymore. I grew up playing PlayStation. Like my whole entire family plays PlayStation, so I pretty much was a PlayStation gamer growing up, and my whole entire family was, and I ended up moving over to Xbox, but recently I ended up getting the Oculus 2, Pretty sure that's what it's called, Oculus 2, and I ended up getting a lot of games and stuff like that. I do play it pretty often. Recently I haven't been because I've been so focused on 100% in games, trying to get my backlog smaller, and all these like newer games that are coming out, I'm trying to like avoid them and try to stay on my backlog and get them cleared out in 100% before working on newer games. And it's pretty much this backlog has been growing since I would say the beginning of Xbox One generation, like when it first like the Xbox One console first came out. And it's just like been stacking up games, and I haven't really been playing them like at all because I for the most part over all those years I only really played was like Call of Duty and Minecraft was pretty much all I really played. So it was like I never picked up all the other games I got, and I just kind of like over time stacked and stacked and stacked, and then now I pretty much like made kind of like a challenge for myself that I will go back to these games that I've like never. Oh, there you go, right there. But I pretty much went made a challenge to myself that I will go back to these games that's just been piling up and collecting dust. And actually 100% them because obviously they're just sitting there, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them I wouldn't actually play otherwise than 100%ing them. So it gives me a purpose to actually play the games that I've gotten over the years. And honestly, being 100% with you guys, that's why I'll there's not all the time, but like recently, why I haven't been really making any videos is because I've been kind of slacking, and I've been going for my achievement hunting, which I can do both. It's just obviously you can't get as much done or whatever, obviously, but you just kind of have to balance it out or whatever. And I just been kind of slacking and just been grinding achievements and stuff like that, which I need to break out of that and obviously still go for my achievements. I'm not going to stop doing that, but I need to make this a priority. I can't speak, but you guys get what I'm talking about. I need to make this pretty much more important, because obviously this is something that I'm trying to make a career eventually. Like obviously we're gonna have to worry about making it a what's the right word? Okay, this guy. One second, guys. Alright, so pretty much I need to make this pretty much like a part-time job. And then eventually full-time, but right now I'm obviously working about just making it part-time. And that takes time. Obviously there are the requirements that YouTube has to be able to do that type of stuff. So it takes a little bit of time, but we will eventually get there. I'm going to keep on grinding. I'm not going to stop making videos. Yeah, there might be sometimes like you get in a funk and you don't feel like recording, or sickness, like if you're sick or something like that. But for the most part, I'm going to keep on grinding these videos, trying to get better at them, and figure out how to improve my content. Eventually I will get there. Eventually I will get to the point where I'm at where I want to be, as in content wise. But yeah, just a lot of grinding, and just gotta keep on going, even though there are sometimes those days that you don't feel like doing the squat. Like there's even days where I don't even want to game. And that's not saying that I'm like getting sick of gaming or anything like that. That's like I just don't like, either I'm extremely tired, worn out, or like I just don't really want to. I just want to chill and then take a mental break, if that makes any sense. But for the most part, I'm going to keep on going at it. Okay, I need to kill this guy. There we go. Alright, let's get this chest, and then let's head out. Alright, Exerts, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and leave a like. It lets me know that you guys like this type of content. It also helps out the channel as well. If you guys are new around here and you guys made it this far and you guys haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you guys are doing. Go ahead and do so. Also, hit the bell so you guys get notified every single day that I upload. Also, if you guys are those overachievers, there is a link down below in the description. It's also my banner, my about section. It takes you to my social media. So make sure that you go ahead and check that out. But forever ado, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. It's all about the game.